Last week we had so much fun looking at our album collection, searching for and finding the NFL films music that we had to go back to the well once again. Rod Stewart's Every Picture Tells a Story, as in Maggie May, as in, with a slight change of lyrics. Wake up, NFL, I think I've got something to say to you. It's late September and you really should be back at school, as in the regular officials being back on the field. Heroes welcome all around for the returning NFL officials in the Thursday Nighter in Baltimore, and it was good to see from fans and players and coaches. They got a reception that they rarely, if ever, have heard before. Expect more of the same Sunday and in future weeks when each stadium has its first game with the returning refs. It's excellent to see. What did we learn while everybody was out of school? We're reminded that these officials have a very hard job and they're pretty darn good at it. We also learned that the replacement officials did the best they could in a tough spot and they're to be appreciated, not scorned, please. We learned that the NFL gambled and lost. I'm not 100% sure if a game-deciding play like the Packers-Seahawks had happened in Week 1 that we wouldn't have had the real officials back in Week 2. I'm also not 100% sure that the call on the Monday night game was wrong, but thank goodness that the Fuhrer pushed it all to a conclusion. Sunday, Drew Brees and the Saints are looking to get out of their 0-3 rut in Green Bay. Tough task. The New Orleans QB also has a chance to throw a touchdown pass in his 47th straight game, which would put his name into the record books. Not just any NFL record either. 47 straight games with a touchdown pass is one of the most revered marks ever, held by one of the most revered players ever. This has stood since 1960, over half a century. 47 straight games is held by Johnny Unitas. Johnny U was a Baltimore Colts rookie quarterback when he began his streak in 1956 in L.A. against the Rams. He threw precision routes to future Hall of Fame wide receiver Raymond Berry, the timing of which is still envied today. He threw swing or shorter dart passes to future Hall of Famer halfback Lenny Moore. The Colts started winning, and under the mastery and toughness of number 19 and the high tops, and the sideline wizardry of Coach Weeb Eubank, Baltimore rose from the ranks of NFL afterthought to back-to-back NFL champs in 1958 and 1959. The 58 game, dubbed the greatest game ever played, was the sudden-death overtime win over the New York Giants at Yankee Stadium. Unitas' brains was on full display, as it was throughout the streak and his whole career. 1958 also was when he topped the previous consecutive game streak, which was 23, held since 1942 by Green Bay Cecil Isbell. On and on it went, till Unitas' streak of 47 straight games with a TD pass came to an end December 11, 1960, also at the LA Coliseum against the Rams. Added up during the streak, he threw for over 10,000 yards, 102 touchdowns, over half of them to Berry and Moore. In 32 of the 47 games, he threw for multiple TDs. 7 times he threw for 4 or more. Some of those numbers may not jump the way they do today, but remember, they played 12 games a season. They sure didn't throw it like they do now. Receivers could get grabbed all the way down the field. Quarterbacks called their own plays, and by and large, if you got hurt, you kept playing. And you weren't getting rich doing it either, you know. When his streak began, Johnny Unitas, the rookie, earned $17,000. Here it is, since 1960, Unitas 47 straight games. Brees on the threshold to 46 in a row, followed by Brett Favre at 36, who was about to be tied by Tom Brady, then Dan Marino at 30. We applaud Drew Brees and what he has a chance to accomplish on Sunday. I'm sure he'll be the first to stand and applaud the legend of Johnny U, and will be humbled to be in the record books alongside him. The Swami had Week 3 nailed for everybody, except himself. Our 5 picks were all underdogs. Underdogs were 12-3-1 in Week 3. The Swam went 2-3. You got to be kidding me. Come on, man. In honor of the Ryder Cup, to use a golf analogy, I hit the ball great, but I got nothing to show for it.
Some guys have the gallery clapping when they're putting.
So it's a Swami referendum week. What do I mean? Well, look at the teams I'm picking coming up. Armageddon week in Buffalo. Here's why they spent huge bucks on that pass rush. Patriots 1-3? Hard to believe, but I'm going with it. 28-27 Bills. Not a fan of road favorites, but San Francisco was allowed one mulligan. The Niners are back down the middle of the fairway, 24-13 at the Jets. That nice start by the Chargers could be out the window if they lay an egg at KC for the 3rd straight year. The Chiefs will be tough, but these are not your father's Chargers, 23-20 Bolts. We were pretty much alone in picking Oakland over Pittsburgh. We're pretty much alone in picking them in Denver, except Coach Dennis Allen was last year's Broncos defensive coordinator. 24-21, they ate it. And on a night when they retire Brian Dawkins' number, the man that caused so many turnovers helps Mike Vick not turn it over himself. The Eagles beat the Giants 27-23.
This is a time when you have to step up and play big.
We'll see how all the home cooking turns out. And a reminder that we chew it over every Sunday night. Join Tommy Trent and me on Primetime Sports Center as soon as the big late game ends, right up until the Sunday nighter kicks off on ESPN. We hope you make it part of your pigskin routine. We do.
Some injury updates for you. Lions quarterback